Hey guys, welcome back. Now let's talk about calculation. And calculation is, in a sense, the big brother of strategy and tactics, because calculation can both involve strategy and tactic, but it doesn't have to be that there is some strategy or tactic inside, because calculation is simply the art of seeing ahead, right? Just when you look at a position and you look ahead, what is happening is usually calculation. You might need tactical motives to calculate well, but you can also calculate, for example, in an endgame where there's just a pawn race, just one pawn moves, the other pawn moves, the other pawn moves, and then it's who queens first and then which queen can take the other one. There's no real fork or tactical motive inside. It's just really move by move, calculation, seeing ahead. So in most senses, training calculation will be very similar to what we've learned already in tactics, right? We want to have the basics of knowing how we have to calculate. There is some theory involved of how your brain should function when you sit at a position and see a new exercise or during a game. But then it's a lot about just taking some positions and train them by solving them and then comparing what you have written down to what the book or the course or your coach is suggesting should be the right move. So in the improving section, you will see all these things that seem already similar. If you jumped right into calculation and you didn't study the tactics session, I would really recommend you to go back first to the tactics, because there you learn the basics. It's like you can't really calculate well if you miss some tactical things or if you don't have all the motives, inside of you, right? The motives, the tactical things, they need to be automatical in a way in order to be able to calculate well. And then last but not least, it's very important to note that calculation is very important the longer the time control is. So if you play a blitz game, let's not even talk about bullet, but at least start with blitz. So if you play a blitz game, then you don't have time to really calculate well, right? Calculation is like a long, in-depth process. In the blitz game, it's more like, can I spot a tactic? Or what move is logical? Okay, let's just make that logical move. It doesn't lose, so let's play it, right? So we don't even have enough time. When it goes to rapid, slowly we start to have a little bit more time where we can maybe calculate a little bit deeper and don't have to rely on intuition and short tactics that often. And then in classical games, in long games, that's where calculation really comes to fruition. And so if you only like to play blitz and rapid, you really don't have to spend too much time on calculation. For you, it's really important to master those tactics and to understand some strategical plans, and then you can play logical moves that don't blunder anything, and that's already getting you to a very, very, very high level in blitz chess. I would even say, top grandmasters, they aren't really calculating in blitz too much. They are really relying on their short tactics and on their intuition, and then they make a move that is tactically sound and that makes strategical sense. Okay, now with all of this, let's jump into calculation and let's see how you should actually calculate, or how you should think, what questions should go through your head when you sit at a chessboard and you see a new position. See you in the next video.